This is our time, and yeah, we gon' shine. You better put your blockers on before you get blind. Wildcats gon' win. Yeah, we all in.
Welcome to another brand new edition of Sports Corner. Wherever you may be watching, thanks for making us a part of your day. I'm your host, Dominique Williams, and with me I have Felix Reyes Jr. and Timothy White Jr. On today's show, we'll be getting into the NBA trade deadline, Kevin Durant, Chris Bosh injuries, the NFL Combine, and Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao are finally going to fight, you guys. It's finally going to happen.
It's about time. It's about to go down.
All right, so let's check out this week's Street Corner.
We're here today on Cookman campus, once again for Street Corner, asking the students who they think will win, Pacquiao or Money Mayweather.
I think it's gonna come down to a good fight, but in the ending results, Floyd go win for the simple fact, Manny Pacquiao, he drink his own urine. You can't beat a man that's really doing this. Floyd is undefeated. Listen to me, man. He is undefeated. Trust me, I know this.
I think Mayweather go win, because he's undefeated. You feel me? And Mayweather been doing this. He worked too hard, and I think Pacquiao go lose.
The one and only, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, maybe the greatest of all time, Manny Pacquiao.
Look, I feel like Floyd gonna win just because he ain't lost yet. He ain't scared. I feel like it's gonna be a good fight though, but Manny ain't got it like that. Floyd, he trained harder than anybody in the game. And it's gonna come out when it's fight day.
I think Floyd is going to win because he got a lot of money and he undefeated in this bay.
I think Manny Pacquiao is gonna win because he's a little bit shorter, he's a little bit faster than Mayweather. So I think he has that little advantage over Mayweather in this fight.
I think Mayweather gonna win, 2 times, freak of nature type of athlete, big, fast, muscular, so, I think he got it.
Well, as you can see, there's a lot of mixed feelings on Cookman campus today. A lot of people saying Manny Pacquiao, a lot of people saying Floyd Mayweather. Me personally, I feel like Mayweather gonna take it. He's undefeated. I mean, he hasn't lost a fight yet. I mean, most people say, oh, Manny, he fought more, but that doesn't really mean anything. I mean, Floyd he's still undefeated, and I think he's gonna keep that streak going, and that's really it. So back to you guys at the studio.
Thank you, Martin. So we now know what the students think. What do you guys think?
Well, I've been waiting on this since my freshman year of high school. You have no idea. It's been a long time. It has been a long time.
I'm not even into boxing, but
Floyd
dang.
finally stepped up. Finally, said, you know what? I'm tired of people calling me soft. I'm tired of people saying I will never fight nobody that is on my level. Manny Pacquiao, if is on Mayweather's level, if not better.
Don't say that. I wouldn't go there.
Let me get you right.
Oh,
okay?
Lord, here we go.
Right.
Let's hear it.
Here we go. Come on.
Manny Pacquiao, in case you haven't realized, I think Manny Pacquiao is going to beat Mayweather and give Mayweather his first loss of his career. This being said, Manny Pacquiao is 32 years old. Floyd, didn't he just turn 38? That old age creeps up on you. Manny Pacquiao might still have some youth juice left in him.
Actually, to correct you real quick, he's only 37. He would be 38 soon.
Didn't he?
He got a birthday coming up.
Yeah.
Oh, he got a birthday coming up.
Yeah,
okay.
soon to be. Come on.
Okay. But he's been in more fights than Floyd, with 57 wins, only 5 losses and 2 ties. And Manny Pacquiao has more knockouts than Floyd does. Manny has 38. Floyd only has 26. And Floyd, like I said, Floyd's been ducking Manny for nearly half a decade. Come on now, man. Manny's called this man out publicly numerous times. What has Floyd said? Nothing. If anything, he tried to say, "Oh no, I'm not gonna fight him because I think he's on steroids or something like that." Come on now. Come on.
Why would you fight somebody that's on steroids?
But guess what though? They tested him and he wasn't.
Right, but now.
But why did it took so long for him to get tested?
Because he felt insulted, and I would.
Oh my goodness! If you know you're not on the juice, then take the test.
Right. If you're calling somebody out to fight you, and they say no, I don't want to fight you because I think you're doing something, but you know for a fact you're not, and you try to tell the person, look, I'm not on anything. I'm just,
Well, then
I feel like you're.
Yeah.
And guess what? He
5 years later.
He finally said,
5 years later.
He didn't do it 5 years later. He actually did it a few years ago. It just took, Floyd the guts.
They was trying to
say,
do the contract
You know what?
negotiations and all
I'm
that.
just gonna go
Well,
ahead and fight him. That's
I gotta
that's
go
ridiculous.
with Floyd Money Mayweather and the
Why?
Money
Because he got
team.
money? Because he got money?
He
Oh
got
no,
money.
not like Miss J said. No, that's not true. He not
Nah,
bae.
nah.
He not my bae.
Oh,
He not my bae. But one, he's undefeated. That has to count for something.
Exactly.
47-0, 26 knockouts. His last knockout came sooner than Pacquiao's last knockout. Pacquiao last knocked somebody out 2009. Floyd knocked somebody out 2011. That was the whole.
But I have this question for you real quick. When's the last time Floyd Money Mayweather has fought somebody that was on his level?
Let me ask you this: when the last time Floyd Mayweather got knocked out?
Ooh.
But when the last time? That's what happens
Within
when
the
you
first round. Win the first
But that's
round.
what happens when you fight people that are not only on your level but better than you. Manny
Well, we
Pacquiao
go-
has done that his whole career.
Well,
He's a-
but that
he's
last
pound for
knockout,
pound.
though.
He's pound for pound one of the greatest boxers to ever do it.
That's fine.
Not taking anything away from Floyd Money Mayweather because,
Right.
like I said, 47-0 is hard to do. But when you fight somebody when you fight a whole bunch of people that are already known not to be on your
It's not
level,
like they suck.
The closest person to his level was Sugar Shane Mosley, and Sugar Shane Mosley was on his way out of boxing.
But he's always fought the up and coming fighter. So everybody else was thinking, okay, this could be the next Floyd Mayweather. Like he fought Medina, but he beat him. Like he's one of
Okay,
the
but-
best defensive fighters, and you can't hit what you can't touch.
But
So
this is my
regardless
point.
of
and he does it just. And the thing is, his last fight, you can easily tell that he was just in the ring, just playing around, just trying to keep his face clean.
trying to
He
get
didn't
to the 12th round.
Yeah.
He knew he was gonna win. He didn't even care.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now, if you're fighting somebody like that, I would not pay thousands and thousands of dollars to sit there and watch you dance around in the ring and not
Well,
even
here's
throw
this.
barely any punches.
Floyd and Manny have fought 5 of the same opponents. Floyd is 5-0. Manny is 4-1-1. One was the draw against Marquez. The other, he got knocked out by Marquez. So I don't buy the whole he doesn't fight anybody on his level because he's fought 5 of the same people that
But that's 5.
Manny's fought.
That's 5 out of what? 47?
Still 5 people
Yeah.
that were on his level.
Exactly.
Manny
That
Pacquiao
were
has
on his level.
continued. Every person he fought and beat, he was either the underdog or it was even match. It was never, oh yeah, Manny Pacquiao is definitely going to get this win. And if you look up literally, I don't have the time to do that, but if you look up literally every fight that he's been in throughout his career, and then you read the report on before and after, you'll see that.
I'm sure there were certain times where he was the favorite though. Going
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
I mean,
He
of
fought
course
like
you have
almost 60 times.
I mean, of course you have your fan base where it's always going to be, oh yeah, Manny Pacquiao. He has a pretty decent core fan base over there in Indonesia. I mean,
Overseas. and,
Overseas.
I believe he's Filipino.
Filipino. Indonesia. Where did I go?
Indonesia. I was looking at you like, what?
Sorry, Manny Pacquiao. But like I'm saying, he has a pretty decent core fan base. So
all right,
of
Dominique.
course you're gonna have your people on your side.
Dominique, you the tiebreaker.
I mean, I'm sorry to say, but
She not
oh
sorry.
hell, man. No, not yeah. I thought I got you. Now Mayweather.
Money team.
Yes, always. Like, come on, he's undefeated. I mean, he's not gonna lose out. Even if he do lose, he still takes 60% of.
The purse.
He's gonna take. Okay, put it this way: if Floyd Mayweather loses and takes that 60%, he's gonna take that 60% with his head down and his hood over his head.
Not really, cause he
Windows
got that
rolled
money.
up in the car.
No.
He's not gonna.
I'm
he's,
taking
he's
that with a
digging-
smile on my face.
Like, yeah,
Give me
let me
that,
get my
thank you.
money. Thank you.
Smile after the fight. If he can smile after the fight.
That's funny.
He
That's
ain't
all I'm
worrying
saying.
about nothing, because at the end of the day, he is taking 60% of that portion of that money,
Right.
and
And see,
he's
that-
probably gonna
and
use
that
it for
tells
another
you-
cause.
All I'm saying is I'm not a Floyd Mayweather hater, but all I'm saying is that tells you his character. That lets you know that regardless whether win or lose, Mayweather's gonna be like, oh, I'm just in it for the money. Where Manny Pacquiao actually wants to beat him to define his
not
legacy
gonna
as
happen, though.
I'm the guy that beat Floyd Mayweather and gave him his only loss on his record.
No, it's different because
Yeah.
Floyd is also a businessman.
At
This
the end
is
of the day,
business.
he's
This
the
comes down
highest
to
paid athlete.
It's not just character and all that. He's
Yeah.
a businessman.
But look, I'll take heart over business any day. That's all I'm saying. And I like where Manny Pacquiao's heart is. He doesn't care about the money. He's in it just to prove to people that he can beat Floyd.
All right.
And I believe him.
All right, we'll see about that. So tune in to that match, you guys.
May 2nd.
May 2nd.
The NBA trade deadline was this week. So who were a few winners and losers this time around?
Well, we already talked about the Mavericks winning because they picked up
Amari
Stoudemire.
Stoudemire.
He's a big man in their rotation. He's definitely already helped them coming off the bench with their bench scoring.
Nothing but positives.
Right. The Thunder, I think the Thunder actually won a little bit.
I think they
picking up, even though they gave up assets like Kendrick Perkins and Reggie Jackson.
We didn't need
who's been
Reggie
playing.
anyways. I'm sorry to say. I mean,
He's been playing pretty well over there in Detroit in the Motor
Yeah,
City.
yeah.
He did throw up though.
Hey, but after he threw up, boy, he turned up though.
He did. Got to get the first game jitters out.
Right, first game in a new arena.
Yes.
But they've helped their bench get deeper by picking up DJ Augustine, Kyle Singler, and Enes Kanter. So I really feel like they're one of the winners.
I just want to say I'm really sold on Enes Kanter as a legit center in this league. I'm not
I
even
really
gonna lie.
do, too.
I liked him since he first got to Utah.
Right, he's a
So,
younger, and he's much
he
younger
has a
than,
lot more potential.
I feel like he's a little bit more athletic than Perkins was. Too. Perkins is definitely near the end of his rope, near the end of his
Pretty
career.
much.
So
Much more of an offensive threat.
Right.
I think he had more of a prime time when he was with the Celtics, but once he came over,
Right.
it was just
Most
like
definitely.
Ibaka was still doing most of the work,
right,
Most definitely.
defending and
in
the
the paint.
paint too.
But my winner, it has to, if y'all don't know, I'm a Nets fan. Been a Nets fan since I'm from Jersey, so I'm always gonna be a Nets fan. Nets for life. But we did let go of one of our key players, and it was Kevin Garnett. But we traded him to Minnesota, his original team he got into the NBA with,
Right.
for Thaddeus Young. And I honestly thought it was a win-win situation on both sides. KG is only averaging 6 points and 6 rebounds per game with one assist, excuse me. And that's not really helping the Nets as much. As you can see, the Nets are fighting to keep their position in the playoff race, and KG wasn't really being that much of a help. But he was definitely a leader in the locker room as to veteran leadership. And that's what the Minnesota Timberwolves need right now, as them being such a young team in the NBA with so many young, explosive players like Zach LaVine, Andrew Wiggins, Ricky Rubio. It's just like they need some veteran leadership. And that since they brought KG in near the end of his career, I'm sure he's definitely going to give them some wise words of wisdom. And like I said, the Nets got Thaddeus Young, excuse me, in the trade. Thaddeus Young is averaging, if I'm not mistaken, about 14 points, 2 assists, and 5 rebounds. Now, that might not be a major increase from what KG was doing, but it still is an increase.
Right.
And also, Thaddeus Young can not only play the 4, but he can play the 3 as well. So he's a little bit more versatile. He can handle the ball. He can hit threes from the perimeter every now and again. So he doesn't always have to be posted up in the paint. You can definitely use him as if he's like a Bosh for the Heat.
Hybrid player type.
Yeah, hybrid player, most
Right. Definitely happy for Kevin Garnett going back to the team that drafted him back to where it all began. Hopefully he ends his career there.
I think he will.
I feel like another team that won was the Miami Heat.
The Miami Heat. You think they won?
I don't
I
really
mean,
know.
they traded Norris Cole.
Exactly.
I wasn't really too fond of that trade
Yeah.
personally. I actually liked Norris Cole as a player. I felt like he fit in well with the team.
He was
and
good.
I was
If they really had
honestly,
to trade, they should have traded
I
Chalmers.
was shocked. I was
You
shocked.
want to see Chalmers gone
Yeah,
too?
I was shocked Chalmers didn't go.
I was like, woo, he
But
barely made
that's
it.
the thing. Who wants Chalmers?
Well, yeah, if you do
You got to
think
find
about
somebody to trade that wants him back.
Exactly,
So, I mean,
that is a business
that's the
move
other
right
that's
there.
the other half of the
Business
trade.
move. That's a business move.
Another loser though, 76ers trading away Michael
Yeah.
Carter Williams.
Traded Michael
Exactly.
Carter Williams.
Have
Are you
no-
Why
serious?
would you get rid of him?
The guy that was gonna stick with you through thick and thin didn't even bother to, say,
Right.
oh, this team sucks, which is by far the truth. Everyone knows
Yeah.
it. He said, you know what? Some nights we're not playing our best. Some nights we
Right.
are. We're gonna pull it through. We have a lot of potential on this team. These
Exactly.
are words
Right.
from Michael Carter Williams from the beginning of the season when they started
Definitely
off
a leader.
so bad. Yeah, definitely a
Trying to
young
build a
leader.
foundation for that team to come back up.
And they just let him go.
Rookie of the year. all
Yeah.
that.
Do you know what team he went to? If I'm not mistaken, I kind of.
He took it. He went to Milwaukee.
He went to
He's on
Milwaukee.
Milwaukee Bucks with head coach Jason Williams.
Him
Jason
and-
Williams couldn't wait to get him on
Yeah.
his team.
But I think it sucks that they got rid of Brandon Knight.
Jason
Yeah.
Kidd, by the way.
Jason Kidd.
Jason Kidd.
Yeah.
But yes, him and the Greek Freak playing on the
That
same
should
team.
be
That should
exciting.
be
That's
fun.
crazy.
That should be fun to watch.
All right, Lil. Kevin Durant and Chris Bosh are both injured. How much would that hurt their teams?
Felix, you want to go ahead?
Yeah, you want to talk
Well, I
about this?
think Kevin Durant's injury won't hurt his team as much
Yeah, 'cause he's
as
only
far
gonna
as
be out
in the
for like a
NBA
week.
season.
Because of who?
Because of
Oh, Jesus.
Because of who?
Oh, Jesus.
not this
Because
again.
of Russell Westbrook. The new Agent Zero.
the new Hibachi.
Yes. Better. The new Cobra. I can't
Yeah,
say
they also,
Black
but
Mamba.
they have players to pick up his
He
slack.
said
Look
the
at that.
Cobra.
the Cobra.
Look at the fire in
look
Russell
at
Westbrook.
that. I
Plays
swear.
with anger.
He's playing. He's one of the best players in the league right now.
Actually,
Definitely.
he has been. He's always.
I'm ready to put him in the MVP candidacy.
But
I feel
yeah,
like he's running. He's
yes,
up there now. He's
yes,
ready.
I'm definitely on the boat with that. But you were speaking on how you said Kevin Durant wasn't. Kevin Durant's injury really won't affect his team.
Because
that
he'll be able to
negatively.
come.
He'll be able to come back
more, sooner than Bosch. I believe
Yeah.
Bosch is probably out for the
He's
season.
out for the season and
Bosch
getting
is out.
treated right now
And
as we speak.
And on top of that, I also picked Bosch as the guy that I felt like was gonna hurt his team the most with his injury because Bosch is averaging 21 points. He's leading the team in points, by the way, with 21 points, 7 rebounds, and a 19.93 player efficiency rating. And so it's like when you take that away, you also have Wade, who is on and off,
Right, you don't know
not
when
really,
he's gonna play all the
yeah,
time.
you never know when his knees are gonna act up. He can't carry a team like he did back in 06, 07. He can't do that anymore.
Right, and even though they picked up Dragic, he's still not. I don't think he's enough by himself.
He's not
when
enough by himself.
Bosch isn't playing, and then
no disrespect, but his brother isn't either.
when Dragic isn't enough to carry a team and win, even if they are in the Eastern Conference, when Wade doesn't play and Bosch is already out, I don't believe Dragic can carry that team by itself.
So yeah, and honestly, the Heat, they're in the 7th spot right now in the Eastern Conference for the playoffs.
But it's only a half game.
Exactly, it's only a half
game.
Man.
So a couple of losses.
The Celtics, who are in like 10th, could easily go on a winning
Right.
streak
Yeah.
and creep up.
Yeah, they really can.
Yeah, the
I honestly don't even want to see the Heat in the
Heat are more likely to fall out of the playoffs.
I'm sorry.
That's a lot.
Why don't
coming
you
from
see
somebody
them?
who's from Miami?
I know I am from Miami, but I
305.
just don't like the Heat. I don't care. I just don't.
And OKC could definitely.
Oh, it was also great for LeBron to reach out to Bosch's being out. He actually tweeted out saying, "Dang, I wish I could be there by your side to keep your mind off, being off in the hospital and going through all the procedures and everything for him."
They are family, bro.
Yeah, I
Being
see.
that
They
he-
still have that connection. I see.
Right, they played together for 4 years, so,
Yeah,
I mean,
so that
and
brotherhood's
they've known
still
each other
there.
for longer than that. So
I just thought that was
understand.
kind of amazing. Like it did
Right, it was
brought
cool
attention.
for him to.
So I see it's unanimous by far that Bosch's injury is definitely hurting his team worse than KD's injury.
Yeah, because OKC can definitely be one of the scariest 8 seeds
in
to ever
the NBA history.
ever in the NBA history.
In NBA history.
And they'd be going against, as of right now, they'd be going against Golden State. And could you imagine that Golden State versus OKC? I mean, they're both teams fans, home
like
fans are
Westbrook to take
such
off.
amazing.
That's what I'm saying. Westbrook
I
just
think
recently
Westbrook gonna
dropped-
carry the team.
Yeah,
from
Westbrook
there.
just recently dropped a triple-double in a win.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
he did.
Yeah. Like
He
20
got-
points, 11 rebounds, 10 assists, something like that.
Yeah, but as of right now, he's probably playing the best basketball right now.
Yeah,
And
honestly, I'm just going to go out on a limb and say this. Like, as of right now, not saying next year, not saying 5 years from now, but as of right now, Russell Westbrook is the best player in the NBA.
I could give you that.
I could give you that too. I
Okay.
say that.
I
I
could
agree with
agree
that.
with that.
Not just because that is my favorite team, but I could honestly agree. Yes.
I still don't even understand.
But
how
we
that's your
also,
favorite team.
we also just finding out who also got injured was Derrick Rose.
Yes.
Right.
Derrick Rose.
Re-injuring his meniscus again.
I just don't.
Again. You know
Like-
what? I'm just, from a personal view, man, it's heartbreaking. And
Right.
I'm a fan of Derrick Rose. I'm not a fan of the Bulls organization as a whole, but I'm definitely a fan of Derrick Rose. You know, everybody
Right.
enjoys seeing Derrick Rose
Yes.
play. But man, it's heartbreaking, man. It's like, dude.
Again?
Yeah.
It's sad.
I actually read up on since his MVP season back in 2010 and 11, he's barely has been playing, but from the time averaging 25 points a game, now averaging less than that, it really hurts to see such a MVP player
Right.
who also had a big contract signed with the Bulls.
Got 2 years left on that contract. too,
Exactly.
Right. It feels like the Bulls are a little bit snake bitten because Joakim Noah's been out a lot this season as well, and those two players right there are their leadership, their heart,
Exactly.
their engine that keeps the team
Now,
going.
let's picture the Bulls healthy. You got Derrick Rose, you have Jimmy Butler, of course, Pau Gasol, Joakim Noah, and
That's their starting five.
Yes.
Solid.
Right there.
You got Taj Gibson off the bench, but
Taj Gibson. Well, you got Taj Gibson. I know I'm missing a small forward, but those guys alone, those four,
they could take you somewhere.
they're
So
like that's
their
without a
defense is
doubt.
still there.
That's Eastern Conference Finals written all over it. They're going. But these injuries, man. If I was a player personally, I wouldn't want to go to the Bulls. Injury prone. For real.
All right, moving on. The NFL Combine was held this past weekend. Which players helped themselves? Which players hurt themselves? What y'all think?
Personally, it wouldn't be right if I didn't talk about Winston.
Oh.
It wouldn't be right if I didn't talk about Winston.
I'm not prepared for this. I don't even
Now,
want to sit by you right
people
now.
People say, oh, Winston, if you saw his 40-yard times,
He got tired 20 yards in.
look,
but it's all
20
good.
yards in.
all I
not
have
even.
to say is the greatest quarterbacks in the NFL today had one of the
Right.
slowest speeds in their
Yeah.
combine.
Definitely
So speed isn't everything. But just to let you know, from a statistical point of view, his 40-yard time was exactly 4.97. That was his average out of the 2 times he went. He had a 28.5-inch vert jump and a 103-inch broad jump. and I could basically say, like, you can't argue that he's the best quarterback in the draft.
Right. I mean,
He
when's the
is.
last time you saw Jameis Winston run 70 yards for a touchdown?
Exactly.
That's not what he's doing.
He has-
not what
That's
he
not
does.
his role.
He
I
has
mean,
an
he
elite-
can try.
He has an elite throwing arm too. Like he
Right.
has a lot of power under that arm of his.
I agree.
And he might not be the fastest player, obviously, but he's definitely mobile. So if he needs to scramble, he will, even though he can throw inside the pocket.
Right.
So he's lethal.
I
in
could
two
definitely
different-
compare him to
in two
seeing like a Ben
categories.
Roethlisberger.
Like a Ben Roethlisberger, and that's
As
the
far
thing.
as big,
and everybody
stand tall in the
jumps.
pocket.
Everybody jumps to the comparison of Ben Roethlisberger just because of his weight and his overall size. But me personally, I compare him to Steve McNair.
Oh, okay. Rest
Yeah.
in peace to him.
That's who I picked for Winston.
Why did you
'cause,
say that?
Steve McNair was an NFL MVP, Super Bowl starter, 174 career passing TDs and 37 rushing TDs. I'm pretty sure Winston would be happy with my pick.
Right. I think he would definitely find that as an honor to see that. But I'd say that Kevin White from West Virginia University, wide receiver, definitely
Mama,
a winner.
that boy got speed.
What?
Definitely a winner.
Mama, that boy got speed.
I mean, you could see check his stats from last year. He was all over, one-handed catches, touchdowns, all that. In the combine, he ran a 4.35 40-yard dash, benched 225 pounds 23 times, and he was definitely one of the top performers in both those categories. He's one of the most remarkable receivers. A lot of people compare him to Amari Cooper as in who they think is going to get picked first. But it's definitely going to be a toss-up, and they're saying that he could be definitely has moved up and could possibly be top 10, possibly a top 5 pick in this year's draft. So he's definitely one of those guys that helped himself in the combine, and he goes up and he gets the ball consistently, as you saw in some of the pictures there.
Of course. And I just want to throw out there 2 sleepers that people might sleep on, but their combine was actually pretty decent, and they're actually overall good players. 2 guys from the U, actually. Philip Dorsett and Duke Johnson. Do not sleep on them. Philip Dorsett.
From my hometown.
Most
I actually
definitely.
witnessed and seen these people play in high school.
Most definitely. Philip Dorsett is set to go if not the first, the second round. It would be a shocker if he falls to the third. But he ran his 40-yard dash time was 4.34, and Duke Johnson's 40-yard dash time was 4.5. So I mean, they're obviously very fast. Philip Dorsett
They're from Miami.
has a 37-inch vertical and a 122-inch broad jump. And Duke Johnson has a 33.5-inch vertical and a 121-inch broad jump. And if anything, people are comparing Duke Johnson to C.J. Spiller.
That's pretty
So
good.
I'd definitely be honored to be compared to that guy coming out of college. So I didn't really have any losers in the combine. I felt like everybody pretty much helped their stock
For the most part.
for the most part. So I just want to throw out two guys out there that most people probably would sleep on and probably wouldn't give that much attention to. Just throw their names out there and let you know to watch out for them in this year's NFL draft.
There was actually one person that shocked everybody in this combine was cornerback Byron Jones from UConn.
Oh, yes.
Jumped out the
He
building.
I almost forgot about
an
him.
insane 12-3 broad jump. Like,
Did he jump in your DMs after that long jump?
oh my
Oh,
God.
my goodness.
I'm pretty
Oh
sure he
my
could jump
goodness.
from here
Oh
to the
my
DMs
goodness.
that quick.
Like, his previous best wasn't 11-7, but that one jump, that 12-3, like, caught everybody's attention.
Caught yours
Like,
all right, didn't it?
you know what? It did caught my attention, but, you know, we're going to leave it right there. So,
What's the
Felix?
top 5 this week? I think we got the top 5.
We got the top 5
Oh,
coming
yeah.
up this week, most definitely. And oh my goodness, number 1. Yo, just wait on it. Just wait on it. Just
Wiggins. Take by the Rock Chop rookie. Wow. From our angle, we had the great angle right here, sitting to the right of the basket, and Andrew Wiggins went up. There's no way a replay is going to do justice to how high he got. Gortat loses it. Irving. Ball right there to defend. And one. Irving last second decides to go reverse. A beautiful move from Kyrie Irving. He's got 13 and a chance for a three-point play.
That's the caginess that I spoke of. Irving knew that John was trying to time him.
Bamute driving on Wade. Lost it as Whiteside came over. 2 on the shot clock. Cannon got it off and banked it in for 3.
What about the court awareness of Cannon knowing that he had to shoot it, not let alone making it? Wow.
A remarkable shot by Cannon.
And the Sixers get a shot off. Cannon.
Oh!
Wow! What a play by Cannon. First of all, just to have his head in the game and realize I got to get it up. And he did so.
Great presence of mind, knowing where the shot clock is, and take a look at the right here. The
Smith enjoying every second of his return to the guard.
So you don't know what Harden's going to do. Will he pull up and shoot the 3? He did that right before the half. Or he could drive on you.
All-American move by James Harden. MVP move. And the crowd in Toyota Center loves it. Harden with 24 points, 10 assists, and 9 rebounds.
And a little shimmy shake for Harden afterwards. This one making Ricky Rubio fall to the ground.
did you see the shimmy?
What
God.
was you? That
James
was worse
Harden.
than when Kyrie crossed over Brandon Knight
Yeah, that was
in the
pretty
All-Star
bad.
game. That
That
was
boy
worse.
crawling. He dropped his earrings. He was looking for him.
He was like, oh my God,
Way to
oh my
go.
God.
Way to
Like,
go.
I have
what?
no idea.
With
what-
the Lance Stevenson shimmy
That
at
was
the
bad.
end, though.
That was bad. He was trying to get out. He should have just stayed down.
Just stay on the floor and play hurt. You
Yeah.
know, that's what
Hurt
all
yourself,
greats
man.
do.
Just
They
hurt
play hurt. But Cannon's that 3-point shot.
Oh,
that-
the end and a half? That was really nice, too.
That was
ridiculous.
clean and nice.
But most definitely, aren't we going into the Black History
Oh, yeah.
segment?
Yes, sir.
Take
This
it
month is
away.
Black History Month, and we've highlighted an African-American athlete every episode this month. This week I got to choose, and I chose Jackie Robinson. He was the first African-American to play in the Major League Baseball, and he made his debut for the Brooklyn Dodgers playing first base in 1947. His use of nonviolence was not accepted, but it contributed significantly to the civil rights movement. In his 10 seasons, he won the 1995 World Series, won Rookie of the Year award in his first season. He won the NL MVP in 1949, and he was the first black man to ever receive the award. He was inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1962, and in 1997, the MLB universally retired the number 42 from baseball teams. And in 2004, the MLB started Jackie Robinson Day, where every player on every team wears the number 42. We thank you for your courage, Mr. Robinson.
Well. Well, be sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at BCU Sports Corner from Timothy White Jr., Felix Ray J, and myself, Dominique Williams. Thank you for watching Sports Corner. Keep sports in your corner.
This is our time, and yeah, we gon' shine. You better put your blockers on before you get